We're back in business, and Amber has a lot to accomplish yet. Okay, so we need to master both the baking and the mischief skills. We're getting pretty close on mischief. We have just a little fraction to go, but baking, we still need several levels. Um, I think we're going to get there as we're working on the bakery. It makes sense. As far as the rest of her things, she has to have 5 enemies. So I was looking through all of the people who she dislikes the most. She is enemies with her ex Antonio. And actually, I had to make that official in between episodes. They weren't actually officially divorced yet, which was a little weird. She's enemies with her Aunt Kay. Kay actually just very recently got married to Curtis, so she's now Kay Greenberg. I find it unfortunate, but she does not get along with Ashlyn, which, considering how well she got along with her grandma, her reincarnated grandma not liking her, kind of a little weird. Now, she dislikes Blair quite a bit, but they are not officially enemies yet. So I think we'll probably try to get him over here in some way and make that official. And I believe we're in the same situation. Okay, yeah, we're enemies with Marie. So that makes Kay, Antonio, and Marie 3. And Jerry, we're not quite there yet. We just despise him. I also need to point out my voice is a little bit shaky and rough at the moment. I am recovering from a cold, and so it's kind of giving up on me once in a while. But trying my best. Hopefully, it's not too frustrating or annoying. But basically, we have 3 of the 5 enemies we're required to have, and I think Marie and Finley are probably going to be our easiest. I don't know if we can be enemies with a teen, though. So if not, we'll make that official. Actually, Blair would probably be. We'll get Blair and Marie. Let's just invite the 2 of them over. The business is just going away. Everybody's like happily just buying things while we're out here talking things up. We need to make sure we welcome people to the business. Okay, Blair would rather not come. I think we're going to kind of force that. It'll be a lot easier than trying to get you over here, and we'll probably have to do, yeah, understandable. I mean, if my enemy called me, I probably wouldn't exactly go running over to see them either. So, I get it. All right, so I think we're going to just kind of click on them and declare them enemies officially. How are you guys getting into the kitchen? This is supposed to be off limits to anyone who is not family. And you are most definitely not family. We're going to throw shade. I don't think I can actually declare you an enemy yet. It would help if I spelled declare correctly, but it should be choosing that. Interesting. Well, all right. Well, we're going to chat with you anyway. And we're going to stop chatting with all of you. Rusty apparently wanted to chat. Okay, yep. And just, hey, how's it going? I hate you. The interactions on some of these look a little too friendly when we're supposedly becoming enemies. It's just a little strange. Mean, malicious. Let's go ahead and fight with you. Okay, Blair and Amber are now officially enemies. And one of the other ones was that we have to get into 3 fights that we win. We have been in so many fights over time, and I do use a mod that kind of changes the way this area acts. So I'm not sure how to get to the thing where I can see what we've all accomplished in order to verify. Okay, we actually have, it's saying get into 5 fights. We've been in way more than 3 fights. I'm really struggling to believe that that's true. I don't know. Can we fight you? Okay, will that count? Now, can we declare you an enemy? Because I don't understand why we're not being given that option. Are we already enemies? We're just over there fighting away. Okay, open despised. Oh, we are enemies already. Okay, so Marie, Blair, Kay, and Antonio. That's 4 out of 5. So then that leaves basically Finley or Jerry. Let's go ahead and get Finley over here and summon you. And we'll find out if we can become enemies with teens who don't arrive in proper gear when they get here. Malicious, declare enemy. Excellent. Okay, so he would be our 5th enemy. All right, can we do it? Yeah, can we fight you yet? Because that was a thing that I thought was kind of, I mean, fair. It's probably a good thing we can't just, go around beating up teens. Hopeful hustle. Amber's small business has reached the first renown level and is now a hopeful hustle. I think we just backtracked a little bit, if I'm remembering. I feel like we had more perks that were leaning in the positive range before. But I do think we're going to lean more malicious now and use our perk points to sway people to buy. But, they can leave tips while we're at it. It just makes sense that, she's not necessarily going to run the most legit of businesses. Okay, how did we do on that whole starting a fight thing? Okay, so it did count getting in a fight with you. So if we get into another fight with you, like, is that something we can do? And it would help again if I would learn to spell fight. Okay, so can we get into another, wait, we're gonna stop chatting with you. We're gonna get into a fight with, oh my goodness, what? Okay, okay, put some clothes on. Wow, we're really creating, like, oh, there we go. Okay, so it didn't have to be different ones. Okay, witness the death of a sim. I feel like that's not going to be really difficult for us. And this is actually the final stage of this. I can't believe we're only on level 4 of 8 for this career. That does not make sense to me. I don't know. Okay, all of that on top of it, we are working toward formative moments, and she has like the be an enthusiast one, and she's kind of showing an interest in reading and an interest in music. Now, one thing that I guess maybe I should just read over this. For Generation Pink, it says, you grew up as a practical person. Hearing rumors of your parents' troublemaking ways has led you to want to be safe and choose the closest career that could allow this safety, business. But you weren't the slightest bit happy while working, and when you were free, or even in between, you were writing cheesy romantic novels as a secret escape. You've always pictured the idea of falling in love, but was always afraid to try for it, even believing that the chances of becoming a writer would fail. It's only with encouragement of your twin that you finally give in to your dream and quit your day job, finally deciding to become a romance author. Okay. Part of the rules is that they need to move into the fashion district of San Myshuno later on into a fancy apartment. And I've been gearing up Sable to be more into technology and computers. So what I'm thinking is she's going to have a job where she's working like programming or something like that. And then her sister's going to be in business. The two of them will be making great money. And Sable will be like, I can support us. I'm doing really well. My, job pays well. I'm doing overall great. I can support us while you try to figure out what you really like. And for a while, obviously, Fable will always have that interest in writing and fantasy novels and romance novels, but, kind of as it's saying, she's not really going to give into it. So both of them are definitely gearing toward like levels of intelligence, and we chose WizKid for Sable and Brainy Trainee for Fable. So both definitely very brainy type kids. So we've already started to lean into that before this. We need to close the business because everything is sold. Okay, so I need to figure out how we're going to really start doing something with her career and getting her ahead. The mischief interactions, being able to do that is going to be important. And Faye, Kay, how did I forget her name? Wow. Kay has shown up, and we're going to definitely just use this as a great moment to come on over, get those mischief interactions. When she goes to work, even though she's going to absolutely hate it, I'm going to have her working very hard every time just to make sure that, we're getting what we can ask the due date. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so we're just really going to push to try to get her, you know, advancing as much as possible. She has been having some bad luck with those choice type things when things show up and she gets an option. She is always, well, okay, I'm always choosing the wrong one and it's going so badly that she keeps losing performance. So I'm really hoping that we can get this moving in the right direction. Oh, she's like, Mom, please, please stop being so rude to every. What are you? Oh, you're spraying the monster under the bed. Okay, well, that's also an option. Also, speaking of Franklin, which I know we weren't, but I just hovered over him, so that's. We're supposed to actually have a pet cat throughout our entire young adult and adult life, so we need to get another cat for Amber as well. And the last time I sent her out to do a bit of thieving, she came home with a painting, and I had no idea that this painting was worth 6,400 simoleons. So I feel like we're well on the way to being able to make some of those changes around the house that I was hoping that we could do soon. I think we're going to be able to do that a little more quickly than I had thought. And just like that, not only have we managed to get our mischief interactions, but we have mastered the mischief skill. And this actually is just perfect considering what we were just talking about. Sable and Fable adore spending time with each other. Such comforting camaraderie among family members is a blessing. So they have a close family dynamic, and I really think that's kind of perfect for them. And I think the two of them are going to play a game together. They both kind of want to work on mental skill, and Sable needs to play chess a couple of times for her aspiration. This is a modded version of chess, so it kind of works the same way. Feedback from the boss. Amber reprimanded her for not following through on tasks. What should she do to please the boss? Uh, look busier? No, again! Performance loss medium. Amber tries to look busier, but all she ends up doing is constantly bumping into people and annoying coworkers with the sound of paper rustling. The ruse is rather transparent, and the boss isn't happy. I just cannot win with this every time. Well, okay. Even with the little backpedaling we did there, we somehow still managed. Working hard, I think sometimes honestly is a bit overpowered, but it paid off. We've been promoted to minor crime lord. We got 804 simoleons and some new clothes, which honestly, for once, it's a halfway decent outfit, but I'll probably still change it. I constantly keep changing them, but I'm in shock. I'm literally really did not believe that she would be able to pull this off. I think as a bit of a reward for everything that's been going on, we're finally going to head to camp. It's going to be just the two girls, and I think we'll do 2 nights beginning at 8 a.m. and then I think we'll end at 8 p.m. We'll do an outdoor kids camp, and obviously the two campers will be our girls, and I think we'll have Ashlyn join us as well. I don't think we're going to do any kind of eliminating or anything. This is meant to be just a fun weekend vacation. All right, it's time to go to the event. We are traveling with Sable and heading to camp. All right, I forgot to have both of them take vacation days, but we'll go ahead and get that dealt with right away so that they can fully enjoy their time here. Okay, what's a little, I don't know if it's going to start at 8, but we don't have anything yet, but I think I'm going to assign beds here to both of them. And I think I just assigned, yeah, we'll do it that way. So we have basically have them sleeping on the same sides they normally sleep. And I think they're just both going to head over here right away and start practicing some archery before we worry about anything like mastery challenges or anything like that. The actual event starts at 8, so I think we'll see the pop-up then that tells us what tasks we should be doing. I really love this whole camp. There we go. Okay, it's starting now. So campers, it's time to eat, and the camp director will be cleaning up and serving meals. Next, we're going to work on building archery or activity physical skills. So we're just kind of getting a head start on that. I think what I really like is that they'll kind of do a lot of these things just automatically. Oh, Aaron became friendly with Sable. Eris became friendly. And Aaron became friendly with Fable as well. Okay. Oh, oh, no, not a better exceptions. Oh, wait, do we get camp gear if we, do we get changed? Oh, there we go. Look at, look at her in her little outfit. I love it. She's feeling a little frustrated for some reason, but I think she's happy to be at camp. And the game crashed. I'm trying to remember where I saved, and I'm really hoping that I saved just before the camp. Okay, so it looks like I saved just before they left for camp. So we're all good there. The only difference now is for some reason today they triggered one of their field trip events for school. So technically they're both supposed to be on a field trip right now. We were able to get Sable here, but Fable is still on her field trip, and I can't cancel that. I don't think it's the end of the world if she doesn't make it. Now, she's not hungry right now, so I'm not too worried about having her do that. I think she's just going to head over here and start getting to know the kids. We're going to talk about favorite animals. We're going to brag about game score. Go ahead and no, we're not going to tease. We are going to be as friendly and funny and enjoyable as possible and get to know everyone. I do like that we arrive at camp basically already knowing everybody. That makes it so much easier. We don't have to try to bother with introductions or anything like that. I do wish that the camp counselors would go ahead and start the fire or something. Formative moments. You know what? Who cares what other kids think? I decided to love what I love, and now I'm happier. Sable admires Erin's energy. Maybe that's something that she could do too. The Be an Enthusiast challenge has been added as a suggested challenge. Okay, let's take a look at that. So, Be Away from Home Independence Challenge. Getting out and getting to do things on her own Sable doesn't mind. And when she grows up, she'll remain confident longer. Be a traveler, so she'll remain energized longer. Be an enthusiast. She will be bored for a shorter period when she becomes bored. There will always be something to think about. And Sable would advance more quickly in the entertainer career here. Okay, yeah. I think right now we'll keep working on this one. I'm actually not sure. Okay, so when she grows up, she'll advance more quickly in tech guru and engineering careers, which is kind of why I'm leaning this way right now. But we can definitely keep in mind some of the other options. I do wonder if there's a chess table around here somewhere. She wants to play chess and she wants to read with an adult. And it would be nice if that was an option. I also need to reassign these beds to our kids here because I want the two of them to share a room. I just think it's fun. And actually, I want her to do some paper crafts. I have not done this yet. I feel like she's going to want to do a paper airplane first. And okay, water activities are next. It's physical skills right now. So, oh, the lot doesn't have enough for all scheduled sims. Why did you schedule too many sims? That makes no sense. Also, I think I'm going to cancel your field trip So you can come here, hopefully, and then we'll have you go ahead and take this bed because that's just the way it should be. And now that you're here with us, we're going to go ahead and get you in here and practice archery with this group. And once you're done with your paper craft, you're going to practice here. And I want to see what you're working on, though. Okay, I feel like the camp counselors come in and been like, oh, you know, hey, right now it's time for us to work on things outdoors. We're being physical right now, but there'll be plenty of time later on for paper crafts. But right now we're being physical. Yeah, thank you. Okay. You know, I like that the counselors encourage them to get out and do other things. Let's see. Also, jungle gyms, swing sets, monkey bars, playgrounds, sporting equipment, kayaks, and bicycles. I think I might save kayaks for the water activity part of the day. I don't see any bicycles or anything like that. Let's see, what else do we have? We do have the slides over here, so we could definitely come over and slide. And okay, you haven't done archery yet. Why don't you run over here? Can you get in on, well, maybe not watch. I want you to actually participate. How about you practice? Did you actually practice archery yet? Because I feel like you didn't. I was a little busy. Yeah, you didn't practice that either. You know, it's fair. There were already other kids there, so I do wish they'd kind of like get in line or something so that they could join. Do you have just a random? Alrighty then. I mean, that's a choice. I probably would have put that on a hat, but you know, it's cool if that's what you want to do. She's leveling up motor skills, which is excellent. How about you, Sable? How are you doing? Are you enjoying all of these fun outdoor activities? Let's see. Why don't you go ahead and play here as well? And how are you doing? Are you like a natural at it? Because that wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. She just seems like the type who would just be a natural at a lot of things and kind of annoy people because of it. Okay. I love this camp, by the way. This is so cute. Although I really feel like maybe I should have put, because this seems to be where all the kids are, I probably should put them over here. Do we have, yeah, let's assign this bed to Fable and this bed to Sable. So then they're, you know, actually over hanging out with the rest of the group and participating. It seems like this should be where the camp counselors stay. A daily getaway fee of 302 simoleons has been deducted from your household funds. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, that seems actually pretty cheap for a whole day of day camp or weekend camp. You know, that's like 600 simoleons for the whole weekend. And they're getting fed, they get to play. That seems really reasonable to me. Paper crafting. Looks like she really enjoyed paper crafting. So hopefully we have time to do that tomorrow. It looks like I don't really see it falling under any of the other skills. Oh, you're already up to level 2 here. You're really into this. All right, I don't know how good you are. Oh, I mean, hey, okay. Are these all the ones you did? So you've gotten some, I mean, at least you're consistent. It seems like, you know, pretty good. All right, let's see how you do. Oh, I have no idea where that went. Possibly off into the water. There's probably some poor fish that has been speared, and, you know, his whole family is wondering what to do about it now. All right, ask to be pushed on swing. Let's ask Cadence to push us on the swing. I think that would be fun. I love that they have their little sandals on. I love that you took the slide to go over here and ask. Okay, Cadence, can you push me? I like to go really high and I can't do it myself. That'd be really cool of you. I know, it's a lot to ask and I apologize, but I was really hoping that I could. Thank you. All right, how are you doing over here, Fable? Are we're on water activities now. Okay. Where did all the, all right. Oh, I wanted to get on one of these. All right. I suppose we'll just wait over here, and then you can come over here and throw your paper airplane around over here in the water. Seems like a really good spot for it, you know? Um, and Fable has the swimming skill. Excellent. I mean, she's going to swim over to Wade. I mean, it might have made more sense to just walk over there, but okay, you know, whatever. Um, I'm trying not to push my luck too much on the whole, you know, swimming thing, because I actually have a mod that makes it a skill, and if they're not super comfortable with swimming, that can become a problem. Can we do like hide and seek? I don't really know how to do that. Do we like click on things maybe, or on other kids? I know that that's a thing we can do now, but I don't really know how to do it. Not shied, hide. Oh, ask to play. It's already in progress? Is it? Did we know this? Did we get included in this? Where do we hide? How do we hide? Can we hide in bed? Or in the toy box? No. I love that you're just throwing it around in the water, and it's actually holding up very well for being paper, I must admit. Okay, has anyone gotten out of the kayaks yet? Because I would really very much like to paddle around in that for a bit, and maybe you could next. You know, maybe the kids will let us take turns. It looks like we're paddling out to it, but I don't know if we're actually going to get to go on it. Somehow our grades are up too, even though we're not at school. Maybe this was like some extra credit thing. Well, it looks like nobody's going to let us use the kayaks. So I guess both of them are going to go ahead and head on to land so that we don't risk drowning, because their skills aren't like great just yet. Maybe they could do a bit of paper crafts together, seeing as there's not really a scheduled time for that. I think we'll do a funky forg. You'll do a green one, and you're going to do a orange one. Oh, apparently you can only do one at a time. That doesn't seem really fair. There's a game table. I suppose you could do it in here. Craft paper mache, make a green one. It'd be really cool if there could be a pink one, because of course these two are obsessed with pink. Alright, so you're making some paper crafts here. You seem to be having fun. And you are creating something out here. And you love trash. I don't remember that being a thing that you actually enjoyed, but can you play with? Oh, you can gift it to someone. Let's see. You're going to gift it to your cousin? Ashlyn, I guess cousin would be the closest thing that we could call it. The weather is not really working out fantastically for us, but I think we're going to all invite to hang out, I guess. So just get everyone over here hanging out and maybe enjoying a bit of that campfire. There we go. I mean, it is rainy and disgusting, and this dude is obsessed with being in his swim trunks, which is a little weird. He really seems to enjoy showing off his chest. Someone might want to check this guy out. He seems a little concerning. Is there any food anywhere? Because she's getting kind of hungry. We're gonna eat a grilled cheese. Why don't you go ahead and grab a serving as well? Because I know you're both hungry. It's getting close to bedtime, and I don't know if I'd want to hang out in the rain, even if there was a campfire. Hey, Sable and her cousin are now friends. And that food went off. Ugh, ugh, gross. They're gonna get sick. They're gonna get food poisoning at camp. And Amber's going to be heading to work. I think if I can, I'm going to. Oh, cooties from being around someone. Cooties, nauseated, uncomfortably wet. Yeah, you're doing really well, aren't you? Okay, I think I put you in. Which room did I put you in? I put you in this one, right? Maybe? No? I think someone's claiming the beds. No, Aaron, no, this is my bed. Wait, this is Fable's bed. Oh, that's Sable's. This is Fable's bed. So we're going to assign, I think I assigned both of them to the same bed. This is Sable and Fable's beds. Okay, where are the showers? Because I think she needs to get a nice hot shower. I think that'll make her feel better. Even though her hygiene is up, I just think, she needs to change. You need to go ahead and pee and take a nice shower. And then I think they're going to head to bed. I think it's been a long first day. I do kind of wish that they had some kind of interaction on the beds for camp where they could like tell stories to each other, or some kind of thing around the campfire where even if they can't, I mean, you can tell the group story. I suppose, yeah, that would work. Okay, I'll be quiet now. They have something. Oh, Sable has her first loose tooth, and at camp. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. She's going to call the getaway Sims inside. It is 6 a.m. and it's raining, and I feel like they should all be inside. I think she's going to play Island Castaway because, she's feeling, you know, like they're on a castaway island. Okay, can someone make some food because she's hungry, and maybe we can get a quick hot snack. No, no quick hot snacks. How about quick meal? Let's just grab a blurple drink made from the mysterious blurple berry. Let's go for it. Let's be adventurous. And I think, oh, I was going to have her make some paper mache. Maybe we'll go over here and do it. I think paper mache, let's do the goofy kitten. I think that would be fun if she can get out of here. And Sable, how are you? Oh, you are having a moment over here. That loose tooth. Okay, maybe we should get you to wiggle your loose tooth or something. Oh, take on a formative challenge. Throw a tantrum. Throw a paper airplane around. Sure, that didn't really help fill you up. Somebody needs to make some food. It does look like they're working on it, so that's good. Is this like a fridge type thing that they can actually get things? I saw her come from in here. That's interesting. I kind of love it. Looks like all the kids are hungry. And everyone's like, hurry up. Could you make something other than grilled cheese, though? That'd be great. I feel like they both enjoyed the paper crafts, and we should probably get them one of those at home. Oh, it's something. That is quite the... Yeah, how did this... I mean, this one turned out so normal. So, I mean, he's cute. I wouldn't say normal. But that's gonna have to go on display for sure. That's a masterpiece. So yeah, I think we've kind of covered just a few things. Basically, I'm going to continue to keep building their skills off camera. We're going to do the same with Amber, just kind of work on building her baking skill. I'll probably run the bakery a couple of times as well to build up their money a little bit more. And I think in between episodes, I'm also going to take that 9,000 simoleons and start looking at the expansions that I talked about last time, making their home a bit bigger, giving them, a bit more space to grow and to, oh, the sim is a masterpiece. Sure, you can like artsy sims. It makes sense. I feel like you're just going to be one of those kind of artistic types anyway. The business thing is really just going to, be this thing where she's looking for stability, but it's never going to make her happy. We know that. But anyway, basically, just going to work on some, building up their lives a bit, building up their skills a bit, and hopefully when we come back next time, we're going to be a bit closer to their teen years, and we're going to be a bit closer to wrapping up the things that we need to do for Orange Generation. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to paw that like button if you enjoyed curling up here today. And remember, stay cozy, stay kind, and stay curious.